Welcome back to Appalachian Farmstead. No, I'm not on the mountain right now. Um, Mountain videos are coming. It's been very difficult to do them. I'm just a one-man gig here. So, I mean, honestly, most of the time I jump in my little red car, and sometimes I have a trailer with a small four-wheeler, and I go up there and I work for the day, and then I come back. It's a long trip. Um, Wearing me out. Like when I built the cabin, which has yet to been debuted on this particular, my channel. Um, I ran out and I got pallets. I took my truck or my car or whatever, and I went to, the pallet get in place, and I would grab them and I'd fill up and I'd come back home. And over the course of a few days, I would take two hammers. Didn't have no fancy pallet ripper or nothing like that, and I would tear them apart. And then as I could, I would buy 2x3s and I'd make the panels, I'd frame them out. I'd get some house wrap. That was expensive. Um, and I would, I'd just work on them. And as I got them done, I'd stick them in a stack, cover them with a tarp. And then I think it was, I don't know, a lot, like 30 panels or something. And then and then the outhouse. And now there's an addition. All that was me, it was just very painstaking, slow process. So either way, not to mention getting them up there or getting it, painted or together or any of that jazz. I did have help on some of that. Excuse me. So mountain videos are coming. Just we got a new internet connectivity device. Other than just this is a smartphone. But this isn't even connected to like satellites. It's just a thing that somebody gave me as a way to get on the internet, because we're just not that type. We're not that. I don't. It's weird for me to spend money to get on something that does next to nothing. It's like a luxury to me. I do enjoy watching YouTube. I, hope to enjoy making YouTube, but it wasn't something. I certainly wasn't going to go out and get, like, spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on whatever. And then much more to have that connected and in my pocket. Yeah, we got a second one. It's not a smartphone. It's like some little like tablet thing. So we don't have to fight over this one. As much as I said that, we don't really need it. It is useful. And when I go to the mountain, to the property, I didn't, I didn't want to take this with me in case something came up. My wife really likes looking up recipes. She's a cooker, man. She cooks all the time. That's her thing. And she's always, doing something different. So I didn't want to rob her of the opportunity to do that, just so I can go up there and point this thing at myself and, talk about stuff or show stuff that I'm doing. But that will change. I will take this with me now. I'd like to do a cabin update, or a cabin premiere, maybe. There is a third room, and there will be a back porch at some point when I squirrel up enough money. But yeah, I just go up there. It's when you no, okay, so it's like an hour trip, because it's in the middle of nowhere. And when you get up to it, you're on, like, the paved road, and then to actually get to what matters, what I'm working on, it's over a quarter mile. And then where we're actually going to be building our house is another, it's another tenth of a mile. So, I try to take the four-wheelers, but honestly, you load them up here, I hook it onto the trailer, my car struggles to get up there, and I unload it and I use it, and then reverse the process. So I really just walk up mostly. I've staged a couple things there. There's a little generator, my chainsaw, some gas, the wood chipper. God, I wish I could have taken y'all along for the wood chipper. Bought a wood chipper, got it running. It was non-running. And then I went to take it up there, and I had to take it up in pieces. And then I brought a little small toolkit with me. And once I got up to the top, I put it together. I had to assemble it in the middle of nowhere, a quarter mile up, freaking like the Devil's Road or whatever, the road that I cut in. And then, I mean, it works good. There's just a huge, there's a mountain of work on the mountain. There's a lot of land there. I'm not gonna say how much that we have. We have less than 20 acres. Maybe a good bit less. More than 10, less than 20. But it goes up like 400 feet, 300. It's 300 if it's an inch. So if you take, the acreage is done like your bed, right? So you got your bed and you got your blanket. Your acreage is done from the sky flat. So you got your bed and you got a blanket on it. Now if you grab the middle of that blanket and pull it up real high, you need a much bigger blanket to cover your bed. That's the way that it works. So in reality, it's probably over 20 acres if you actually measure up one slope, down one slope. There's 3 ridges, two creeks, 4 springs, probably 4. I'm guessing. There's water everywhere. You can't even hardly walk without slipping down some mud slope that the mountain decided to piss out there. So yes, all that is coming. It's such a slow process, and it's really exhausting work. Always wanted to create something myself and do it myself. Well, I got my wish. There is a reason why I'm clearing it out more than I originally intended to. When I first went to the property, just looking at the health of the woods, I said, at least a third of the trees have to go for no other reason than to spare the remaining 2/3. But now that number's grown. There's a lot of brush that I'm clearing. And so that's either way, I'm totally like rambling here. If you don't like rambling, you're not going to like me. But either way, we are kind of a mountain channel. We homestead here some to a small degree. There's not a lot of room. It's hard to upkeep. It's hard to play 2 fields. You got the mountain and all of it's just back-breaking work. And then you got here. So it's hard to play both teams. But either way, we have chickens and a garden, bushes, and we make wine and jelly and preserves and sauces and all sorts of that type of stuff. But I mainly focus on the mountain. Either way, point of this video, I'm gonna cut it off here, is mountain videos are coming. I just have to take this and up there with me, and I don't have a tripod or nothing, so just sort of show you around. I'm a one-clip wonder because I don't understand editing, and there's no real incentive. But either way, thank you for tuning in. Hit that button. Mountain videos are coming. Thank you from Appalachian Homestead.